Hey everyone, what's going on? It's the Pig here on Flying Pig United with another little video for you. This is a match preview for the game tomorrow taking place at 3 p.m. Old Trafford, Man United versus Norwich City. A tough game at this moment in time. It shouldn't be, should it? But it is. They're all tough games because United are shite. Let's get into the live chat, see what legends are here at the start of the show. Thank you very much for joining us. Isabella, how you going? Asha Katana, what's going on there? Aaron, Flying Pig United, that's me actually. Susan Lively Sue, Wiggy, Sonny Waitson, Flying Pig United fan, that's not me. Everyone, thank you very much. Malps, how you doing? Thank you very much for everyone that's in here for this late night preview. Just a quick preview tonight, guys, talking about the game tomorrow. Obviously, we've been on and talked about the day's news, so we're just going to cover the game primarily and maybe a little bit of a couple of one or two things that maybe comes in throughout the show. But do us a favour at the start of this preview. Smash that like button on it. Give it a juicy thumbs up. Share it around on social media. Oh, yeah. And also get yourself subscribed if you're new and get yourself involved in the chat. Let's be having you. Let me just give a few more shout-outs. Sonny Waitson, what's going on, lad? Johnny M, Dave the Gamer, King Kenny, you what? Red Devils Gaming, how you doing, my son? Right, okay, let's get into it then. So, guys, we have got Norwich City tomorrow. Rangnick gave us some team news earlier on, of course, and said that there'll be 5 players that are out. This is what he said. He said 5 players will still be missing for tomorrow, and probably some of them also for upcoming games. You already mentioned Fred and Scott, Rafa Varane. Luke Shaw had his bolts and metal stuff removed from his leg, and Nemanja Matic had his bolts and metal stuff removed from his neck. No, sorry, that last part I ad-libbed. But he's talking about Edison Cavani as well, saying that he's also out too. So there's 5 people that are missing. 5 people that are missing in the game tomorrow. Fred, Scott, Varane, Shaw, and Cavani. So there's 5 players that are definitely not featuring. Most of them are not really any big loss, if you ask me. I mean, Rafael Varane, I think we definitely need him right now. Of course, it's nice to have, say, Edinson Cavani coming off the bench. But we don't really need Fred and Scott. Really, we don't really need Luke Shaw right now, personally. I mean, Fred, I think, yeah, Fred's a bit of a loss right now because the only other options really are Matic and Pogba. But there you go. But he did say, yes, it seems Luke Shaw's going to be out for at least another 4 weeks, if not 5 weeks. He said, so I think for him it will be difficult to be available for one of the outstanding remaining 7 games. So more or less saying that he's probably going to be out for the rest of the season. He said, I think probably with Rafael Varane, he's the one who can hopefully can be back at least one of the next 2 games against Liverpool or Arsenal. So hopefully Varane coming back soon. He says with the others, I don't see them coming back within the next couple of days. So just giving a bit of information there, giving a few ideas in regards to timeframes. Not looking too good, actually. Few injury issues at the club. But there you go. Yeah, Dan Davies says Shaw's been out for most of his career. He has had some injury problems, hasn't he? Yeah. They've got a couple of players out as well through somebody's got COVID-19 or something like that. Obviously, Brandon Williams, he's on the thumbnail, right? But obviously, he's a loanee at Norwich City, so he's not available to play against us. I just thought we'd put him on the thumbnail for a bit of bounce. But, of course, he's ineligible. And we've got the slab on the thumbnail for a bit of bounce as well. Harry Maguire on the thumbnail, that's right. Slabbing it up. So there you go, guys. So Brandon Williams is obviously ineligible to play against us anyway. We knew that. So, right, Norwich City, by the way, in terms of form, in terms of where they're at, in terms of what's going on, well, they're bottom of the table, guys. They're getting relegated. We only just managed to beat them earlier on this season, though. They don't really have much to play for. I mean, they're 7 points off of the safety zone, and they've also played an extra game than Everton as well. So it's just not... They're almost destined to just go down. They're destined to go down, in my opinion. They're done, aren't they? Smash a 1 in the live chat if you think Norwich City are going down. I mean, I guess they could pull off some sort of a great escape. A win at Manchester United would certainly kickstart that, possibly. So they are still fighting, I suppose, but really, they're just already done. Tom thinks they're going down. So does King Kenny and Wiggy as well. Where are you? Let's be having you. Dave says they're going down. Jay King, Cedric Burner, Susan, Flying Pig fan. Thank you, guys. Yeah, I think they are going down, aren't they? So it's very unlikely that they're going to mount a serious challenge to stay up. I don't think they're going to do it against United tomorrow. But who knows? It could happen, guys. It could. Who knows? With how United have been playing recently, we've made a meal of every single game that we've played. We haven't made any games look easy whatsoever. So who knows what's going to happen? But we should have a strong enough team to come up against them. In terms of the form guide and what's going on, well, they're pretty shite, to be fair, guys. They're 16th in the table at the moment in the Premier League for form. Out of their last 6 games, they've lost 4 of them. They've drawn 1 of them, and they've won the last game against Burnley, right? The last game that they played 2-0. So that's the current situation with Norwich. But on the other hand, Manchester United's form is not much better themselves. We're 13th in the form table. That's piss poor. The last 6 games, we've only got 2 wins, 2 losses, 2 draws. So we're not exactly in amazing form ourselves. You know, we bottled it against Everton in the last game as well. That was an absolute bitter pill to swallow. Getting drubbed up by Fat Frank Lampard's Everton, mate, who were the whipping boys. Unreal, unreal. So because of that result, because of how we performed in that game, and the fact that Everton will manage to, get the win, I don't really feel like there's any team that we go up against where we're guaranteed to beat. It seems like whoever we come up against, we just play down to their level. Might as well go and play fucking Kettering Town. We'll probably still play about as good as Kettering Town do. If we went in down the road and played the fucking Dog and Duck, we'd probably play about as good as the Dog and Duck does. So we seem to just play down whoever we're playing against, we play down to their level. So, or actually, I don't know if we play down to their level. Maybe that is just our level, because we've got a lot of mid-table gash players in there, such as the Slabo, etc. So, yeah, I definitely think, hey, it's not a guarantee tomorrow, guys. It's not a guarantee tomorrow. Before I get into predictions and stuff, I'm going to get into my team lineup prediction, which is what I think Rangnick's going to select tomorrow. We've heard some news tonight, guys. Actually, before I do that, let's get into the confirmed squad. So as you can see here, we've got pictures of players turning up at the hotel, and the confirmed squad that has arrived is as follows. Davide De Gea. We've got Henderson, Heaton. Hey there, Ellie. What's going on? Hope you're doing good. Edgar as well. BRB, no problemo. We suck, says Edgar. Well, okay. We do. Let's get into the squad. Sorry. Confirmed squad members. De Gea, Henderson, Heaton. Dallo, Maguire, Lindelof, Jones, Bailly, Telles. And then Matic, Pogba, Fernandes, Hannibal, Mata, Sancho, Ronaldo, Elanga, Garnacho, and Rashford. What? Garnacho? Get in there, my son. Garnacho is actually going to get a game, possibly, guys. This is pretty sweet. So, if you don't know who this guy is, he's a youth player we signed from Atletico Madrid a couple of years ago, and he's just never really played him. He was a young kid then. I think he was like 15 when we signed him. He scored a bunch of goals for like the junior setup and stuff. He's a Spanish-born forward, but he was included in Argentina's senior squad last month and recently trained with the United first team for the first time. So born in Spain, maybe going to go on to represent Argentina. He scored 12 goals for the junior teams this season, including 5 in the United under-18s team's run to the FA Cup Youth Final, right? So he's been added to the United squad to basically sort out the issues that we've got in the forward positions. Obviously, we've got, or just in terms of like everyone, you've got Fred out, you've got, and then you've just got all loads of players out, guys. Cavani's out, etc. So there's just so many players out. We need to get some extra bonds in. I think that's what this is about. He probably won't start from the start of the game. I think if he does play, it's going to be when Manchester United are cruising in the game, if we're winning the game. And he may come on at 17 years of age, though, and make a debut, which would be pretty awesome. So, yeah, let's get a cheeky little fucking hashtag good luck in the live chat there for Garnacho, who might make his first team debut. It's possible. Hey there, Manny Sluflaki. How you doing, man? Good to see you. He says, Ahmad Diallo just got through the Europa League semis with Rangers. Good experience for the lad when he comes back from his loan spell. Hey, great shout, Manny Sluflaki. He's one to watch next season. I sort of mentioned it in my video earlier, but you think about him, we spent £40 million on him. Surely we've got some plans for that guy. Surely he's not just going to be, palmed off to another team next season on loan. Surely he's going to actually come in next year and, have some sort of a role in the squad. So, yeah, that is at least one prospect we've got there. Hey, Merrick Galore, what's going on, mate? How you doing? Welcome in, boss. Everyone, thanks for joining us. Appreciate you. If you're just getting in, please do smash that like button. It's free to drop a like. Hit the subscribe. Get your thoughts and opinions in. And let's be having you. So there you go. Garnacho included in the squad. Confirmed squad. There you go. Elanga's also confirmed. Rashford's confirmed. And those 5 players that we mentioned as being out, obviously, they're out. So that's the lineup. Pretty cool. And then in terms of the team prediction, what I think Rangnick's going to play tomorrow, This is it, guys. So it's pretty straightforward, really. In my opinion, it almost picks itself. There's 1 or 2 points of contention, but let's go through it. David De Gea starts in goal blatantly. Best player this year for us. It's not like Henderson's going to get in, is it? Tellez at left back, okay, blatantly. Luke Shaw's out injured. We know that. He's getting bolts removed and stuff, or he's had bolts removed. So Tellez, he's in, which is probably good anyway, because I think Tellez has probably had the better season out of the two of them. Certainly under Rangnick, Tellez has looked decent. So Tellez coming in there. Maguire, Lindelof at the back there. Unfortunately, with no Rafael Varane, that's the combination I think that Rangnick's going to choose. In terms of who he should choose, well, he shouldn't choose this combo, because I personally think that Maguire is absolutely bang average gash. So I wouldn't choose him because he's a fucking human fridge at the back. But you know Ralph Rangnick's going to choose him tomorrow, blatantly captain on the side. I would much rather see Phil Jones or Eric Bailly and Lindelof in any sort of combination of those players than Harry Maguire. But he is going to select Harry Maguire. So there you go. The slab's in. That's why he's on the thumbnail, because he's Rangnick's golden boy, and he's definitely selected him. And then Lindelof next to him. He loves that partnership of bang average shite, which is Maguire and Lindo. I don't really see the appeal myself, but there you go. I'll ask the live chat then, what's your combination? Not what you think's going to happen, because I think we all think that it's going to be Maguire and Lindelof, really. But what combination at centre-back would you actually like to see tomorrow? I'll tell you mine. It would be Doris the Tea Lady and Eric Bailly. Doris the Tea Lady and Eric Bailly, guys. I reckon they could do bits. No, in all seriousness, yeah, Bailly and Lindelof, or Phil Jones and Bailly, or Phil Jones and Lindelof, or Ralph Rangnick and Lindelof. You know, anyone but the slab. But it's going to be Slab and Maguire. Jones and Bailly, says Red Devils came in. Eric and Victor, says J King. Varane and Lindelof, says Batman. Lindelof, Varane, says Wiggy. Varane's injured, unfortunately. Yeah, Varane and Lindelof, says Batman. He's injured, unfortunately. He's not playing. Rafael Varane's not playing, guys. Hopefully he'll be back in a couple of games. He's an injury-prone Mel. He's always out. Yeah, he's out injured. He's not playing. He can't play. He can't play. Anyway, so Maguire and Lindelof probably going to be the combination at the back there. In terms of the right back, Diogo Dalot has to be the one. I think Wan-Bissaka, well, he made a mistake for the goal last week against Everton. I thought he was shite in the defensive build-up for their goal. Proper Poodoo Magoo, giving it away, not giving it away, sorry, but not closing it down and allowing them to get the ball in originally. It was pretty lazy defending from Wan-Bissaka. And I love him defensively, but in that game, he was shite. So I don't think he's done anything to deserve to play. Dallow's got to come in there under Rangnick. He's been okay. I think he's back in action tomorrow. Then the centre midfielders. We're going 4-2-3-1 here, of course. Absolute gash. Why change a gash system when it's doing gash? So 4-2-3-1. No Fred, no McTominay. We know those guys are out. So really it just leaves down to, it leaves down to Matic and Pogba. So it's going to be Matic and Pogba, I think, starting in this game. We know Pogba's heart's not really in it. Can he be asked? Probably not. Can't really be bothered with playing the remainder of the season, I think. He said there's nothing to play for. He was jogging around the pitch last time out. He's just going through the motions, I think, at United now until the summer. But hopefully he proves me wrong and he puts in a good, committed performance tomorrow. But any team can consist of Paul Pogba in midfield at the moment fills me with about zero confidence. So there you go. Matic on the ball, though. I think he's good. I think he's been one of the more stable, more dependable midfielders recently. But again, he's just old and slow. He's like a tortoise out there on the pitch. So Matic and Pogba, well, it's a pretty damn gash combo, but there you go. Matic and Pogba probably in the midfield. Paul Jogba, says Andrew Carnes. That's right. J King says Paul is shit, get him out. Hey, Ali says Fred is not that bad. Yeah, I'm going to say Fred isn't that bad, mate. I like Fred because he's committed and he's consistent. He might be consistently gash, but he's consistent with it. And actually, in the last sort of few weeks, I think Fred's been one of our better players. I really do. And you've got to love somebody whose attitude is just to work their ass off. You know, what he does is just work for the team and run and run and run. And like, I love that man. He's the complete opposite of Paul Pogba, isn't he? He really is. So yeah, Fred's a great player to have around in the squad, in my opinion. I actually would not get rid of Fred. I think he's got a job to do next season in the squad, not in major games, but in the squad. I think he's got a job to do. So yeah. Anyway, let's get into the rest of the team. So I've gone with Anthony Elanga over on the left-hand side. Do you think it should be Elanga or Rashford starting, peeps? Have a vote in the live chat. Rashford or Elanga? Rashford's just been Trashford recently, peeps, on all season long. Elanga's actually looked kind of lively. He's done pretty well. He's young, he's youthful, he's exuberant. This starting lineup I've gone for here, which is what I think Rangnick's going to choose, does not have a lot of youth in it. Yeah, he might have Garnacho and Hannibal, whoever on the bench, but they're not realistically going to start the game. He's going to go with his tried and tested old heads, I think, to get the job done. And then later in the game, he's going to bring a few youth players on as well and say that we've blooded a few youth players. But I think Elanga's his opportunity to really do that. And from the start, 19-year-old Elanga, get him on, start him. Elanga every time, says Andrew Cos. Anthony, says J. King, yeah. You know, it makes sense to get this going on because he's sort of hungry, he's committed, and he's playing without fear. Rashford, it looks like he's absolutely twisted up mentally with fear. He can't seem to do anything right. So he's definitely playing with the heebie-jeebies at the moment because he can't really seem to find his rhythm or find his form. He's just in a complete funk. So Elanga over Rashford at the moment for me makes perfect sense. You'll probably get a better performance out of Elanga and more likely win the game. Rashford's just sort of proven to be all sorts of bang average this season. Bruno Fernandes was poor in the last game, wasn't he? But he is Bruno Fernandes. He's our most creative player. He has let us down a little bit this season compared to what he's previously done. But I still expect him to tear it up and, you know, smash up the opposition tomorrow against Norwich. So I do think he's going to have an instrumental part to play. He's got to start, obviously. Over on the other side, Sancho, there's not a lot of options for us in the wide positions, as we just discussed. It's just really Rashford, Elanga, Sancho. We've seen, you know, Mejbri come into the setup as well because, you know, and of course, Garnacho's come in. So we don't have a lot of players, so yeah, but anyway, Sancho's will be playing there, Bruno and Elanga. And then up top, you've got Cristiano Ronaldo, who will be coming back into it. Well, he played in the last game, didn't he? But he just didn't get any service. It almost felt like he didn't play because he just didn't get any service whatsoever, wasn't in the game at all. And he'll be very, very hungry to try and, you know, get some goals tomorrow. His goal striking, his goal rate at United is just not very good. It's not really necessarily down to him. He's done as much about as much as he can, I think, especially winning us games on his own sometimes and performing some unbelievable sort of clutch moments and stuff, getting some unbelievable clutch moments. But other than that, it's pretty lackluster so far. But tomorrow, hopefully that all changes, guys. I'm going to be honest. I'm sensing a cheeky Ronaldo goal. I'm sensing a cheeky Bruno Fernandes goal. Let's get in there with the score predictions. I'm going 2-0. I think we're going to get a clean sheet. I can't really see Norwich City causing us too much problems. Last time we beat them 1-0, it was a scrappy, tight game. They made it difficult. We made a meal of it. It'll probably be the same sort of thing tomorrow. But just our absolute extra quality should shine through, and we should be able to just dispatch of them. Of course we should. We got fucking Ronaldo and Bruno Fernandes and Pogba and all these guys going to be on the pitch. We should be actually able to just boss them, to be honest. But I'm not going for anything too ridiculous. I think we've got a bit of a point to prove. We should see a reaction. We're reeling from that Everton result where we've got served up an extra portion of deep-fried, battered Mars bars by Fat Frank Lampard. And we've got to get back on track now with a good win against Norwich. So I think everyone's going to be bringing their A game, apart from maybe a few players who just don't give a toss anymore. And I don't know, Paul Pogba maybe might, you know, not be asked. I don't know. I mean, it just depends, doesn't it? Is he really in it? Hopefully while he's here, he's going to be a committed player for us. Get your score predictions in then, guys. Top Notch Tom says 3-1 Man United. Ronaldo hat-trick. Flabby G says 1-0 to Norwich. Phil Jones, yes, defending. Vincent Pullock says 4-0 to United. Wiggy says Maguire starting. We're conceding at least one. 3-1 prediction. A fair point. I didn't think about that. The Maguire equation. True, it's like chaos theory. Anytime Maguire starts, you know there's going to be a goal conceded at the back, mate. It's a good point. It's a good point. Ezio says 1-1. I don't have faith in the team. Derby just beat Fulham 2-1. Hey, get in there, Rooney. Rooney's doing bits, lad. Red Devils Gaming thinks 3-0. Batman Night Fan thinks 2-1. Good predictions, dudes. I like your style. 2-1, says Dave the Gamer. Thank you guys for getting in. Hey, Vincent Bullock, nice one, mate. Says we got 53 likes on the stream. We can do better than that. You are Bacon Brigade. Assembled. No, thanks, everyone. Do drop the thumbs up. You just joined in. Get yourself in the chat as well. If you're new, subscribe and get yourself in the chat. Get your predictions in. Dave the Gamer says 2-1. Nikolai says 2-2. J King 2-1. 2-1 says Susan Lively. Lots of 2-1s coming in the live chat. Okay, so I said 2-0. I could easily see it being 2-1 because we do have a breeze block at centre-back. So, yeah, Mr. Slabbo, slabbing it up, probably will concede us a goal. Let's face it, he's fucking awful. And he does make a lot of errors for us, so it wouldn't surprise me. Oh, wouldn't it be so nice and refreshing if Ralph Rangnick did this tomorrow, though, right? I doubt he will, but you've seen, let me get rid of my team. Actually, I'll pop the team up in the top right-hand corner. I'll pop this up in the top right-hand corner, actually, which is going to be the confirmed squad, right? So anybody can see that if they're just coming in. But wouldn't it be nice? Look at these youth players that are in this, that are pictured here. So you've got a few. You've got, of course, Dallow's a young player. He's only 22, right? You've got Hannibal. You've got Inlanga. You've got Garnacho. Wouldn't it be pretty awesome if he did just start like more or less all of those guys? In one way, to just say, hey, you know what? Fuck these senior mounts who have absolutely bottle jobbed it, i.e., you know, the likes of Pogba, Maguire, whoever. Screw those guys who just let us down week to week. Let's actually just go with these youngsters who maybe are going to be hungry and probably won't put in any less of a performance than these overpaid, overhyped, fucking overpaid prima donna charlatans, mate. So wouldn't it be refreshing if he did that? Maybe it's silly because we do have a top four chase still just about alive. It's probably not going to happen. I very much doubt it, but there you go. But nah, he's not going to do that anyway. He's not going to do that. They'll come on later in the game. Maybe one or two of them maybe could start. I don't know. Hannibal Lecter's just fired up. Hannibal Lecter, yeah, Hannibal's in there, mate. Hannibal Lecter, Hannibal Meshbury. I ate her liver with some fava beans and a nice Chianti. Anyway, sorry, if you haven't seen the movie, you're like, what's this about this guy? But anyway, right, okay, so Fernandez, that's the team, guys. That is the team. Okay, right, let's get into this then. Ronaldo then has a little record that he doesn't want to match an unwanted losing record here. So Ronaldo will be bidding to avoid, what a fucking career he's had, by the way. Listen to this. Cristiano Ronaldo will be bidding to avoid matching an unwanted losing record when he takes to the field for Manchester United against Norwich City on Saturday afternoon. So he scored 12 goals and he registered 3 assists in 25 Premier League appearances this season. It's not really terrible, is it? 15 goal contributions in 25 games, all whilst United have been playing like absolute shite. It's not terrible. He says, but he's netted 18 times overall for the club during the campaign. But anyway, he's been on the losing side in 7 of his 25 league appearances for Man United this term, though. And only twice ever before has he lost more league fixtures in a single top-flight campaign. The first as those came in 2002-03 season with Sporting Lisbon, where they lost 8. And he also lost 8 times for Man United the next season in 03-04. But other than that, he's never had a season where they've lost more than 7 times. It's pretty crazy, really. But anyway, yeah, so that'll be shit. But we're not going to lose to Norwich City, are we? I'm pretty sure. Pretty sure we're not going to lose to Norwich, guys. Right. Okay, this is also some quotes from Ralph Rangnick, peeps, before the game in regards to the motivation of the team and the confidence of the team. He said that he admitted recently, obviously, that there's been a confidence problem with the players in recent weeks. And he said this in the presser earlier. He said, again, it shouldn't be a problem at a club like Manchester United. The players who play for Manchester United should always have an eternal level of motivation. But yes, if I look at the Everton game, until that first deflected shot on our goal, we were in control of the game, Rangnick told reporters. I'm not saying that we played extremely well, but we controlled the game from the sideline. I always had the feeling that they felt shaky. At that time, had we scored ourselves, it would have been different, but we didn't. With the first shot on goal, we conceded the goal ourselves, and from then on, it changed the atmosphere in the stadium. It also changed our own energy level in our team, and this should not happen. Even if you concede a goal, a deflected shot in football, and that can happen, we should still be aware that we are the better team, and we could dominate the game, but it wasn't the case. It's got to do probably with confidence, whatever, you may call it motivation, but it's definitely affected our level of confidence at that point. So basically telling them that they got no fucking backbone, saying that they got no resilience, no determination to come back from one goal down against fucking Frank Lampard's Everton. And they go heads down and give up. What a bunch of fucking melters we've got, honestly. They were pathetic in that game, weren't they? Absolutely fucking pathetic. I'm sorry. They did start, he's right, they did start okay. They did control the first part of the game. It was looking like we were doing okay. And as soon as they scored, it just went to absolute shite. Got people jogging around the pitch as well. Pathetic game of football from Manchester United. I hope we see something absolutely different tomorrow against Norwich. We need a proper performance. Exactly, Jay King. Yes, indeed. But anyway, So Ralph Rangnick just saying that, the motivation is questionable, basically. We all knew that anyway. Confidence is an all-time low. Motivation seems to be at an all-time low for some reason. Even though some of these guys are getting paid £300,000 a week, motivation seems to be at an all-time low. Bloody hell. You could, if you pay for £300,000 a week, I'll tell you what, you could cover me in treacle, tie me with fucking feathers, and make me run a fucking 24-hour marathon for the amount of money they get. In 24 hours, man. So, what the fuck are you on about, man? You know what I mean? Go out there, kick the ball around, mate, and run. That's all we ask. You give it your all. Give it 100% on the pitch, Hey, what's going on there, Lily Gamer? How you doing? Yes, I am doing champs later. How you doing? I hope you're good tonight. Thanks for joining us. Yeah, I'll be on at about 11:30 with the Foot Champs Actione. Thank you for getting in, by the way, for this United preview. Maguire's defending demotivates them, says Fire Up. I'd be demotivated by having that slap in the team. Oh, 100%. I said this recently. What game was it? Oh, it's the Spurs game, was it? Yeah. Did that finish 3-2? Hang on, I've got such a bad memory, guys. Yeah, it did, didn't it? No. Yeah. Maguire shat it. And he just Ronaldo scored a couple of goals. Ronaldo scored a couple of goals. And then Maguire just absolutely shits it and just gives the lead away. And then everyone is like, oh, for fuck's sake. It's like, we just done all this hard work and you just slagged it up at the back. That happens all the time. It happens all the time, doesn't it? It must be demoralising. Right, okay, just while we're talking about Norwich City, there is actually a story that I saw today, which is in regards to Max Aarons. With apparent interest from Manchester United in the summer transfer window, maybe going to be reignited. I'm not going to talk too much about it. He's 22. He's got 2 years left on his contract. They are going down. There's maybe 1 or 2 players that you would want to look at maybe pilfering from some of the relegated teams this season. I would say he would be one of them, actually. Considering what's going on with Wan-Bissaka, Dallo, is that enough? Max Aarons is a good young player. I'm not saying he's working pretty big bollocks or anything, but he's a good standard player. Somebody for a bit more competition anyway. Also, guys, so you probably saw this earlier. We did talk about it earlier on, but Nemanja Matic is leaving. He is going. There's some quote message from Nemanja Matic. It says, after a great deal of thought, I have decided that this season will be my last with Man United. I have informed the board, the manager, and the players of my decision. It has been a huge honour and a privilege to play for this great club. A big thank you to the fans for their unwavering support. I will now give everyone until the end of the season, help my teammates finish as strongly as possible. Let's get some love hearts in the live chat there for Nemanja Matic, mate. A good player over the years. Now get out. I'm just kidding. But he's he's a good player, mate. He's a good player. He's been a good player for Man United, and he was a great player for Chelsea. So Nemanja's gone, and this is what it said on the website. So it just confirmed on manunited.com. Manchester United midfielder Nemanja Matic has announced that he will leave the club at the end of the 21-22 season. Right, get this, by the way. So, yeah, so this is just kind of bizarre, but we signed him up to a new deal to 2023, if you remember. Who remembers that? No, it wasn't that long ago. But anyway, they did sign him up to 2023, and now the club has come out and said that actually Matic's contract was for a minimum of 2 years, with the 3rd year optional. The club communicated the news of the contract incorrectly in July 2020. So, yeah, I don't really know what that means, mate. Either they're just completely fucking incompetent, or they've just lied. They just lied here to say, yeah, we're getting rid of him this summer, but he's actually contracted for another year. I don't really get it, but there you go. So they did announce that he was contracted to 2023 when he signed a new deal in 2020. So I've got the article from manunited.com in front of me. Man United's delighted to announce that Nemanja Matic has signed a new contract, which will keep him at the club until June 23. So they've now come out and said that was incorrect. That's pretty strange, isn't it? Incompetent United absolutely rushed Mano. Either that, or like Jay King says, they cut it, where they just reach some sort of mutual agreement behind the scenes that he can go. I don't know. Lily Gamer says, I know, Jay King, I'm disappointed but so proud of the team. He was brilliant. Only had 10 minutes and we would have made history. Sorry, Lily Gamer. No, fair play to you. Fair play to you. You done, yeah, fair play to you. You actually did really well to mount that early, fight back. I agree. Anyway, Anyway, fair play though, fair play. So right, Matic is going. Matic is going, guys. And then yeah, that's basically it. Let me just go and cover some of the stuff. If you just joined us, guys, there's 122 legends in it. Let's get 100 likes on the stream. So there's 5 players out. There's as we can see, I'll just show you the team lineup prediction. There's the predicted lineup. There's the predicted, or not the predicted lineup, but the pictured team arriving, guys, and it includes young Garnacho as well, 17-year-old Garnacho, who may well make his first team debut for Manchester United. So that would be pretty cool. Smash a 1 in the live chat if you would like to see that happen. I think, yeah, definitely, let's do it. I mean, he's not going to start the game, I don't think. We're going to put a team similar to this one that we've got out here with, you know, the senior players in. And then I would imagine once we got the game wrapped up, if we get the game wrapped up later on in the game, then we'll bring on the likes of, I don't know, Mejbri and Garnacho to get some experience. I think that's probably what's going to happen. The Voutilator would like to see it. Get in there, Vooty. Yeah, man, you know, I've said it recently, haven't I? I said this season's basically dead. It's basically over. It's basically finished. Like, in all reality, it makes sense to just play the youth players. Just don't stick with these overhyped, overpaid prima donna melts and give some of the youngsters some game time. Like, it does make sense. I know we're still in with a slight chance of getting top 4. And yeah, okay, you know, the higher up, the more money you get and all that bullshit. But really, United should just be looking at giving youngsters opportunities. Some of the best youngsters that are going to play next season. People like Elanga would be nice. I'd go as far as calling players back off loan. I really would, to give them some game time. I really would, because I think if they're good enough to maybe be in the United team next season, let's give them a head start. Let's give them some game time now, because this season's a complete bloody write-off, really. Well, I suppose we could still get top 4. There's a good chance that they're not going to, by the way. By the way, tomorrow is pretty symbolic, really. Obviously, United are playing Norwich City. Well, what colour do Norwich City play in? What's going on tomorrow at Old Trafford? There's a protest. Glazers out, 2 p.m. Hashtag Glazers out. Hashtag Glazers the fuck out in the live chat. And let's get some green and gold emojis in the live chat. So, yeah, it should be a green and gold fest around Old Trafford tomorrow because, well, they wear green and gold. And then obviously United are going to be rocking that green and a lot of United fans are going to be rocking the green and gold Glazers out vibes. It's going to be a green and gold festival tomorrow, guys. So let's get a cheeky little green and gold and a hashtag Glazers out in the live chat, peeps. Thank you very much. Yeah, top notch, Tom, exactly. Madhouse 1 gone, another 8 to go. There you go, yeah. So Matic gone, another 8 to go. So realistically, there's a lot of players that will be going this summer. He's definitely one of them. Mata's another one. Pogba's a big maybe. Lingard definitely going. Martial's a big maybe. You know, there's a whole bunch. It's going to be refreshing, actually, to see some of these players get the fuck out. Thomas Tom says, Flying Pig, Martial will rejoin United, and people are saying Ten Hag won't be planning with Ronaldo and he'll be free next season and leave Manchester United. Okay, so yeah, there were some reports earlier, but that's just speculative crap. I mean, how does anybody know that Ten Hag really wants to get rid of Ronaldo in the summer or doesn't want him next season? As I was saying earlier on in my video, I do believe anybody in their right mind would want Cristiano Ronaldo around the squad if they were coming in. If you're Ten Hag coming in, surely you would at least want to, give him a try. It's fucking Cristiano Ronaldo. So, yeah, I don't really buy that, to be fair. In regards to Martial, yes, he is coming back. Sevilla are not going to buy him, it looks like. Certainly not for the, what he's currently, or any current deal that's in place, which I don't think there is. I think it's just a straight loan. But certainly for the amount of money that he's on and stuff, I don't think he's a right fit for them. Maybe if we were to reach a deal with them in some way, it could happen. But it looks like he's coming back. Yes, he's contracted to the club for another couple of years. He's definitely one that could leave, though, in the summer if another bid comes in from another club. Someone like Newcastle United would probably do well to get him, and he could probably get a nice big payday there going somewhere like that. It doesn't really help us out to see him go and stay in the Premier League, in all fairness, so I wouldn't want to see that. But I'm sure there's a lot of teams that would take Tony Martial. Some teams abroad as well. Surely he's a good standard player. He's just inconsistent as fuck and a bit bang average. But he actually has all the qualities. As I said it before, it's sort of similar to Paul Pogba. He actually has all the qualities. I've seen him do some wicked things. He's got the vision. He's got the intelligence. He's got the trickery. He's got the skill. He's got the ability to beat a man. He's got the finishing. He's actually got everything, but he just doesn't produce it all often enough, hardly at all. Hey there, Oliver793 says, top 4, bro. That's like me saying Albion can finish 6th. Can't see that happening for either team. Yeah, no, I can't see us finishing top 4 either, man. I mean, where do you think United are going to finish? Let's ask the live chat. Let's ask the chat. Where do you think United finished, guys? I mean, I don't see us finishing higher than 5th. So, yeah. No, I agree. We're not going to get 4th. But there is still a mathematical, obviously, chance, big time. We're only 6 points behind Spurs. Spurs are ultimate crumble jobs too. I know they're doing well under Conte at the moment, but come on, they're fucking shite. In terms of form, though, they are a bit better at the moment, and that sort of tells a story. If we actually have a look at the form guide, we can see that Spurs is the second most informed team in the league, having only lost 1 game, which was against us, by the way, 3-2. Out of their last 6, including a 5-0 drubbing of Everton, 2-0 against Brighton, 3-1 against West Ham, 5-1 against Newcastle United, and 4-0 against Aston Villa. So if form is anything to go on, they are the informed team of the teams that are challenging for top 4. I personally do think they will get it. I just think they've hit form at the right time, and they'll probably pick up enough points just to be able to do it. But it's still Tottenham hot shit you're talking about here, guys. They're a complete bunch of bottle merchants. If anybody's going to absolutely slip up and bottle it up, it's going to be Tottenham. But certainly the form table is looking really favourable for them. They're absolutely bossing it in recent weeks. And yeah, I expect them to get top 4. 5th says Solskjaer. 7th says anything goes. 7th says Amida Red. 5th says J King. 6th says Madhouse. Vutinator says 6. 6th says Ryan Warzer and Elliot. 5th or 6th says Batman. Yeah, it's depressing times. Depressing times, guys. Oh, look at this form guide as well. Man United in 13th in the league in the form. 7th in the actual table. Oh, fucking glazes out, guys. All they've done is oversee a complete shower of shite since they've come in. Whose idea was it sacking on a kind of Solskjaer appointing a fucking dinner lady? We sacked a PE teacher, got a dinner lady, mate. Whose idea was that? Mad shit. Anyway. All right, okay, guys. Just a couple of stats, and then I'm going to get into the live chat for a little Q&A quick. Then we'll be, finishing up. But let's just get into this. So there's a few little bits of information, some match stats. So United have won 21 of the past 25 meetings in all competitions, including each of the last 5. That's against Norwich, by the way. 16th Premier League defeat for Norwich in this fixture would represent their worst record in the division against another team. United have won only 3 of their past 12 matches in all competitions, though. We're guaranteed also to fall short of last season's final tally of 74 points. The maximum United can achieve is 72. The Red Devils have dropped points in 5 of their 7 league games this season against teams currently in the bottom 4 of the table. 2 wins, 3 draws, and 2 losses. That's absolutely pathetic, isn't it, peeps? Absolutely pathetic record against some of the worst teams in the league this year. Norwich have 21 points with 7 games remaining. The fewest points the team has had after 31 matches of Premier League season and avoiding relegation is 23 by Fulham in 2007. So they're pretty much done, aren't they? The Canaries have lost all 11 league matches this season against the teams currently in the top 7 of the table, conceded 37 goals. So, yeah, we're going to batter them, guys. We're going to batter them. I mean, Norwich City are looking absolutely fucking gash. They are. They're bottom of the table for a reason. They're absolutely gash. Let's go, 2-0 to United. I'm sticking with 2-0. I know we've got Harry Maguire at the back who's going to probably concede and make an error, but you know what? I'm going for 2-0. I just feel like they're really not going to have much joy against us. Ultimately, we've got so much quality on that pitch. Like, we're going to batter them. It's yourself. Hey there, Bo691. What's going on? Who are the players missing, says Jessica. Okay, so the 5 players who are out injured are Fred, Luke Shaw, Rafael Varane, Scott McTominay, and also Edinson Cavani. So those 5 players are definitely not playing in the game tomorrow. Definitely not. We've even had to call in young Garnacho, 17-year-old player, to come in to sort of help out with the squad. 2-0 as well, says Kieran Sue. Boise says, I would love it if Norwich beat yous. Fair enough, boys. 3-1 says Solskjaer 99. You have Gash Merchant at the back, says J King. Yeah, Paul, I agree. Paul Rachel, he says, I'm so sick of seeing Slabhead on the squad. Hell, even in the club, for fuck's sake. Paul, I'm with you, dude. I know, man. He's just not quite good enough standard for us. He's actually a good player. He wouldn't get an England team and be like first choice if he wasn't a good player. Problem is, I don't think he's actually the type of player for our team that we need, though, because he's such a bit of he's a slow melt. He's like more of a low block sort of player. He's more at home and he's more akin to a Stoke City type player. Or, he's like I could just see him playing for like Burnley or something. I really could. I reckon he could do well for Burnley. Maybe save their season if they bought him in January, but they didn't think about that, did they? So, but anyway, I honestly think, yeah, he's a good low block sort of defender. Maybe in a 3 at the back system, he could excel. But in a 4 at the back system, he just seems to leave us a bit exposed too much. He's a good clearer of the ball. He's good on the ball. He can bring it out and play it. He can pass it. He can, get you going from the back. He's good at all that sort of stuff. I actually think he is. But in terms of actual defending, in terms of like being able to be in the right place at the right time, because of the physical limitations of his pace and body, it makes it a bit difficult for him to actually be a top quality defender. And like, he turns like a yacht. He's got serious issues with his balance. I think he needs to see a doctor personally. I don't think he's right, mate. But anyway, hey, Rushmano, thank you so much for the super chat. Super chat. Super Rushmano. Thank you, Rushmano, you don. Everyone, let's get a soo in the chat for Rushmano. Much love, Rushy. Hey, we're only 10 likes away from 100 likes, guys. You know what to do. Keep smashing it up if you're just joining and getting involved with the stream. Rushmano says, people forget the Glazers have been making decisions without football knowledge. No director of football or player analyst until recently. And people say, why protest? Come on, you need to fight for what you want. You got to fight for your right to get the Glazers out. I agree, mate. Let's get some hashtag Glazers out in the live chat. Rushmano. So true, mate. Like, you've got a fucking ex-bank manager or a fucking banker making football decisions. In what reality does that make sense? It's crazy, isn't it? Would you see, Roy Keane going in and giving Barclays Bank financial advice? No, you wouldn't, would you? Because you've got to stay in your lane. No, it doesn't really make sense. I agree. Too many lack of footballing men or footballing women, footballing people, I should say, in the club. Absolutely agree with you. Absolutely agree. Time to get some people in. It'd be nice to get someone like Edwin van der Sar in. It'd be nice to get somebody in there like Rangnick in. He's going in his consultancy role. He has done really good things at clubs like RB Leipzig, etc., in a backstage back area role. So yeah, I think definitely agree, Rushman. A couple more football people in. Ultimately, the Glazers need to go. 1-1 brace, 1-1 Maguire brace, says 0793. 1-1 Maguire brace. I love that. 5-0 Ronaldo, hat-trick and Bruno, 2 pens, says Jessica. Nice. Pig, why can't you watch the game in the UK, says NK Shooter. Oh, no. Is it? Oh, yeah, it's at 3 p.m. It's because it's on the blackout. So it's something to do with some archaic rule. I forget what it was now. Isn't it something to do with, yeah. So it's like, back in the day when football was introduced to TV, they didn't want people not going to the afternoon kickoff, the games, because it would just be on TV or something. So they thought like people wouldn't go and buy the tickets to go. So like they sort of put like a ban on 3 p.m. kickoffs being shown on television, so people have to go to the stadiums to watch the games. What a load of old shit! That just doesn't make sense anymore, does it? But anyway. Pig can watch it, but you can't. Just puts his name on. I'll be watching it. Yeah, I'll be watching it. Even if it is on, it'll be on in America. I mean, it's an absolute bullshit rule. In this day and age, everyone's watching it anyway. It just encourages piracy. That's all it does. But Rangnick thought he should be manager for fuck's sake, says Bur 691. I don't know if he does now. He probably would advise the board not to appoint him as manager now. Rushmano again, thank you for another super chat, man. Getting in here, double roar. Let's get a roar emoji in there for Rushy. Thanks, bud. He says, they have made us brand United. We are Man United for fuck's sake. Get these leeches out. Spot on, Rushmano. Yeah, that's it. Slap our logo on a packet of noodles and sell it for fucking 10p extra, mate. That's all they give a toss about, man. Getting our name, using our name to harness sponsorship deals with God knows who. I agree, mate. Couldn't agree more. Defo, Sir Fikey, nice one. Vincent, thank you so much there, Rushmano, for another super chat, man. 3 p.m. kickoff. Where there's a will, there's a way, says Madhouse. 17 years that the clasters around the club and Thunder asking people not to go in the 17th minute in protest, says Vincent Bullock. Yeah. Are you not going into the 17th minute, Vincent? So, yeah, the protest tomorrow is basically planned as to boycott the first 17 minutes of the game. To a minute for every year of the Glazers' gash ownership. So, fair play, Vincent. I didn't know that's what it was for. That makes sense. That makes sense, mate. 17 years of Gash Glazers ownership boycott for for a minute for each year. Are you going to do that, Vincent? I mean, it doesn't. I think it would be quite cool just to see the stadium empty when the game starts, and then obviously people filtering in and coming in after it's actually kicked off. I think it would send a message. It would create a couple of headlines, and I think it would be quite a good move to do. West Ham in Europa League semi-final, such BS. Piggy says Millwall rob S 1885. Oh man, oh shit. West Ham United, David Moyes, the fucking ginger goblin, at it again, son. At it again, lad. Fair play to him. Yeah, so it's RB Leipzig versus Rangers in the semis, and West Ham versus Frankfurt. West Ham will probably get through there, mate, I reckon. You never know. 70 years the Glazers own the club, and they're asking people not to go into a game to the 17th minute in protest. Spot on. Hey, AR Dan, what's going on? He says, Maguire out. Your predicted lineup if Marcel comes back, says Top Notch Tom, and if Varane is back, De Gea, Telles, Varane, Lindelof, Dalot, Fred, Mayo, Martial, Sancho, Ronaldo. Fair play. Jay King says, update. Oh, we got a bit of news coming out, guys. Thank you very much. Let's have a look at an update here. Thank you so much, Mr. Rushmano. Okay, so we got some quotes here from Rangnick. He says, this is late night here, 10:32 p.m. That's just come out. New quotes from Rangnick. It says, again, I think they have shown in the past couple of months, we were able to raise the level, but not in the same sustainable way that I would have wished. That's the reason I'm not happy at all with what we've done and what we've achieved so far. So pretty damning own self-review by self-critique there by Ralph Rangnick. He says, I'm not happy at all with what we've done and achieved so far. I wouldn't be either. It's fucking shite, Ralph. Fair play. So new quotes coming out for Rangnick there. He says, I don't regret taking the interim role. So is this like the transcript? Is this the uncensored version of the presser? Is this what's coming out here, Rushmano? Do you know? Hang on a sec. Let me just show you guys what he's saying. I'll get it up on the screen. So he said, I don't regret taking the interim role at all. As a manager, you always have to question and ask yourself what could have done better. If I could have played with a different formation in certain games, if a substitution could have done earlier. He also went on to say, I can understand if the fans find it frustrating. It's a game of passion and emotion. When they come to ground, be it home or away, they're receiving the players with love and passion. No point in speaking or talking about that right now. That's not the issue. The issue is how can we win the game tomorrow? That's on. Right, okay, so yeah. So he was asked about if the issues with the Glazers' ownership. And this is what he said. He said, Rangnick asked to comment on the Glazers' ownership, and he said, no point in speaking or talking about that right now. That's not the issue. The issue is how we can win the game tomorrow. I mean, that is the issue. That clearly is the issue, Ralph Rangnick, though. You know what I mean? That clearly is the issue. It's the Glazers' ownership. We're literally protesting Glazers out. That's the fucking issue, Ralph lad. You know? That is the issue. But fair enough, he said, it's not my job to speak about our ownership. I had a long conversation before I came over here at the beginning of December with the owner. Right now, it doesn't make sense to speak about that. I suppose not. While he's still collecting a paycheck from them, it doesn't really make sense to speak about them, does it? No, it doesn't. Okay, so there you go. New comments coming out about Ralph Rangnick, though. Ralph Rangnick said, thank you so much for those late night updates there, Rushminer. We've got another update as well. It's up to us to show them, the fans, that we still care, that the coaching staff care, and that the players care, and try and get the best out of it and try and win the game, says Rangnick. So yeah, some interesting quotes there from Ralph Rangnick, I would say. Obviously, I do think he cares. I think he wants to do well, and he always wanted to do well, and he had a good opportunity here, and he sort of shat it away by making a lot of the same mistakes that Ollie did. But again, he's blind if he thinks that the Glazers are not the problem, man. Yeah, it's not the issue for him as an employer. I agree, Bill. Hey there, Takashi. What's going on, mate? Says Don P. How you doing tonight, mate? Absolute legend. How you doing? Sim says, I bet Ralph doesn't regret if he's getting paid £8 million. So true, Sim. That's it. I wouldn't be criticising my boss either until they sacked me. If they sacked me, then I'll be talking mad shit. But while they're still paying me that good cheddar, no way I'll be talking shit about them. I agree. So you can't really criticise him for that, but it is the issue. Yeah, Reno, there is a FIFA stream shortly, my friend. Absolutely. We'll be getting on here very soon. Neymar says 10-0 United, and do you miss Mason Greenwood? 10-0 is a bit optimistic, but you never know. We did beat Southampton 9-0 last season when Ole Gunnar was here, by the way. When we finished second, by the way. Yeah, who remembers those days? They seem good now, don't they? Fucking hell. Anyway, do you miss Mason Greenwood? Yes and no. I mean, yes, I miss his quality on the pitch, and I miss the, with his extra help in the squad because he was a really good player, and I also missed the prospect of Mason Greenwood. Like, I was pretty happy that we had a really great player who's going to go on and do some good things in the game. That's all pretty much gone. Madhouse says Ralph should say he backs the protest. Piggy says Madhouse. Well, he probably will after he's gone. I don't know. Actually, no, he's going to this consultancy role, isn't he? So he can't say that, Madhouse. That's the thing. He can't really say that, mate. It's just going to cost. He's going to get sacked if he says that straight away. But that'd be cool if he did. But that's it. Tampa Guy says Ralph wants the director of football job. He'll never criticise the Glazers. Spot on, Tampa Guy. It doesn't make any sense for him to do that. He might want to help this football club, and he might want to run it better, but he's not going to criticise he's not going to bite the hand that feeds him, is he? Slab out, says Takashi. Yeah, Bell says Daichi only signed a 4-year deal. He's getting red panty night. It's red panty night. Break out the red panties. Break out the red panties. It's red panty night. Oh, yeah. We're going to eat some worms. Anyway, hey, Rush Money says we've got 104 likes. Get in there, Rush Money, you legend. Thank you very much. We've got 100 likes on the stream. That's beautiful, guys. Yeah, spot on, says J. King. It wouldn't surprise me if the Melts got beaten by Norwich, says Gary Finnegan. I wouldn't be surprised either, my friend. That's how the cookie crumbles. We'll have to wait and see. We've played down to all of the teams we played recently. Whoever it is, Everton have been the whipping boys. I think they lost like 7 in a row or something before we played them. Rangnick confirms that Cristiano Ronaldo, and this is at 10:39 as well. Yeah, nice. Okay, thanks for that, Rush Money, you Don. We've got a new team news update here. Ralph Rangnick confirms that Cristiano Ronaldo and Paul Pogba are fit to play. So, yeah, definitely that is the case. We sort of knew that. Obviously, there'd been a picture arriving, so we assumed they were going to play. And there is no other really forward players to play other than Ronaldo also. Also, Rangnick on Ronaldo's post-match incident versus Everton. This is what he said as well in regards to Ronaldo's incident where he slapped the phone out the kid's hand. And this is what he said just a minute ago, or this has been released just a minute ago here. As you can see, it says, Ronaldo's post-match incident versus Everton. I think he apologised in public on social media for what happened. As far as I know, there's still an investigation going on, both from the police and the FA. But apart from that, I haven't spoken with him. How ridiculous. How fucking ridiculous that there's a police investigation over that bullshit. And the family saying, oh, he's got a bruised hand and shite like that. Fuck off. I'm sorry, but my goodness me. It's just everything that's wrong with society at the moment. Chat shit, get banged. That's what I say. All he's done is slap a phone out of someone's hand, man. It ain't a big deal, is it? He's apologised to his hundreds of millions of followers, mate. It's the best thing that ever happened to this kid's life, mate. Have his hand slapped by Ronaldo, man. You know what I mean? And he's wasted the opportunity. His man's wasted the opportunity by trying to think he get some cash out of it or something. It's an absolute disgrace. Reaching, man. They're reaching there. But anyway, police investigation. I've never heard such fucking nonsense in all my life. It's literally like the most non-eventful slap out your hand. It's, yeah, okay, worst case. Ronaldo needs to maybe, I don't know, buy him a new phone. Is that really a big deal? Even if the phone's broken, which I'm sure they claim, oh, the fucking phone's not worked properly since. Even if it, buy him a new phone. Do you know what I mean? There's no need to make an investigation with the police about this. It's absolute bollocks. Sickens me, man. Absolutely sickens me. I'm sorry, but Ronaldo's got to the stage. If he wants to go around slapping people, I think he should be allowed to. I'm joking. Madhouse says CR7 should get life for GBH. You wish Ronaldo would slap me, says Fire Up. Oh, yeah? Really? Money Grabber, says Johnny. Vincent says Pig, the young kid has this disability and his mother will not accept the compensation that Ronaldo offered. The mother wants charges for assault. I know, yeah. Fucking ridiculous, isn't it? I know they want charge for assault. You know why? Because they want fucking money, mate. Money, 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 money. That's what they want, dude. That's it. They know they sniff a little bit of a paycheck here. They sniff a little bit of a lawsuit. And they're fucking right. They're up there like a rat up a drain pipe, my son. It's a disgrace, mate. AK for Murphy, what's going on? The young land's hand was red raw, says Sir Firekey. I mean, what a load of old bollocks, mate. You see the video, he just goes, yeah, okay, it's a reasonably hefty, like, you know, get the phone. Definitely phone's going down. But, come on. Same type of people that would complain and blame everyone else for their situations. Absolutely, Aidan Feeney, yeah. Well, Ronaldo should know better in a public eye. He should know better, absolutely. But he's apologised. He's offered an olive branch. You know, like, it should just end there. Ulf says it's technically assault, bro. He could be in trouble if his family pushed it. Yeah, well, that's what I mean. If that's what I mean. They're literally following it up, it seems. So there's a police investigation going on. It's absolutely rubbish, though, isn't it? I mean, technically, you know, he got the assault charge on a technicality of a little kid who recommended him. You know, it's fucking ridiculous. Will Smith's allowed to slap people, so Ronaldo thought the same, says Fire Up. Imagine if he full on done that, though. He hasn't. He's just pushed the phone out of someone's hand. It's fucking ridiculous. Yeah, Ronaldo can smash my phone. He can buy me a new one. Hey, Paul Story says, hi, Pig. Quick hello, mate. Hope you're good, mate. A cheeky like from me. Thank you very much for liking the stream, Paul Story. You're a legend, mate. If you haven't liked the stream, please do smash a like on the stream. That would be awesome of you. And hit the subscribe button. Help us compete with the clickbait merchants, the charlatans, the shit-outers, the corporation channels who who clickbait on the YouTube. So if you enjoy these sorts of no clickbait streams, please do smash that like on the video and show your support. Thank you. You love the way Ten Hag is putting his foot down on what he wants already. That's what he wants, a bit of passion. Where there's blame, there's a claim. I agree, Gary Finnegan, though. The kid was trying to do an upskirt and Ronaldo says fire up. Did a suey after it too, I hear. Double O-Y says, hey, I've joined late. Any chance you could just name the 5 players out tomorrow? Absolutely, bud. So it's going to be Fred. It's going to be Luke Shaw, who's out he's just had his bolts out in his leg. And so he's out for 4 or 5 weeks. Actually, Rangnick says he's probably going to be out for the rest of the season. Edinson Cavani's out. Rafael Varane's out. And also Fred is out. Fred, McTominay, Varane, Shaw, and Cavani. Those are the 5 players that are definitely not featuring tomorrow. Definitely not. Okay, Rangnick has also said a couple of more things. So Rangnick, just a few more bits of information from him. He also went on to say, I think it's good for Hannibal, for an example, and for Alejandro Garnacho to train with us now for the last couple of days and weeks. He says it's about playing the best possible lineup and formation, which we still think we can win the game. Yes, it's not the best situation that we have to replace Fred and Scotty, but we still have enough central midfielders who can still play. So some more quotes coming out from Rangnick late this evening. He also said in regards to being second best in running statistics against Everton. So he said, this is just not acceptable and this should not happen again anymore. No matter against which team that we play. It's Chouameni! It's Chewbacca! Excuse me. No matter against which team that we play, that we are second best in all those relevant areas of the game. Yeah, disgusting running stats off against Everton. I mean, against Frank Lampard's Everton, mate. And they're just absolutely second best all over the pitch for running stats. United should be number 1 for running stats. You should be putting in the work, man. Should be putting in the work. Really winds me up, mate. Thank you, Boise88 says bless. Thank you so much, dude. Hey there, Mark Harris, you Don. What's happening, bro? Welcome in. Thank you, Bell6991. Dog, bless you. Rough. Rams Thomas says we can finally play a match with no defensive midfielders. Hopefully Maguire would also be out. Well, you say that, but Matic is probably going to play, mate. It's probably going to be Matic and Pogba. So you can see my predicted lineup there. You can't actually. My bad. Hold on. Let me get my predicted lineup. So there's my predicted lineup. I believe Matic and Pogba will be starting in the centre of the park, but you never know. You never know. Rangnick also quoted as saying this, but we are not playing any friendly games or games we say, okay, now we give a young player an opportunity to play. Right, okay, so it sounds like he's not prepared to blood the youngsters between now and the end of the season. So he's got a couple of youngsters in there because of necessity. They've come in because we've got some injury issues, Cavani out, for instance, and the midfield issues. But as you can see by this quote, we are not playing any friendly games or games where we say, okay, now we give a young player an opportunity to play. So he feels like the season is absolutely not over. He wants to try and play the most senior players. So even more so, backing up what I'm saying there in regards to the team lineup, they'll probably bring on these couple of youngsters later on in the game, if we are in the position to do so. So, yeah. David MacArthur, thoughts on Diallo? Piggy looks like money wasted to me, says David MacArthur. He's young, mate. He's young. Isn't he still a teenager, though? Isn't he 19 or is he 20? Let's have a look. He's 19, mate. I mean, let's give him a little bit of a break. Okay. You know. I haven't really seen or been following how he's been doing at Rangers, but has he been struggling? I mean, has he been struggling? I don't know, man. But it's good. It's good experience. I mean, that's it. He's 19 years of age. I'm not expecting him to be a ready-made worldie just yet. But of course, I think next season is going to be the season. We signed him for 40 million. We're not going to loan him out again next season, I don't think. Next season is the one where he's going to have to break through and show what he can do. We'll have to wait and see. I honestly don't really know. I mean, I've only seen a couple of things from him. I remember that game in the Europa League, was it? Where he's come off the bench and scored a goal for us straight away. And he's had a couple of off-the-bench appearances here and there where he's not done anything. But he's not really had any opportunities at Manchester United yet. So we'll have to wait and see, man. I haven't been following his performance as much at Rangers, though. So, yeah. He's only 19. He has loads of time to develop, says Gary Finnegan. Exactly. He has got time on his side. Let's judge him in 2 or 3 years' time. You know, like Rashford. Like Rashford's got to, 24, 25, now 24. It's like his development should be all done now, really. He should be approaching, obviously players progress and get better as well as they get older, but he should, Rashford's sort of fallen off now. Diallo's still in that development period as a teenager where he's going to have bad games, he's going to have good games, he's going to have bad games. When you get to be a bit older, he has to have consistent performances, but yeah. Rushman says, Ahmad's been shite at Rangers, sadly. Oh, well, that's a shame. That is a shame. Ahmad's been shite at Rangers, that's a shame, man. That doesn't bode too well. But hopefully, I don't know, it's just something about the Scottish climate that puts him off or something. I don't know. James Garner's had a fantastic season at Notts Forest, a good chance to break in. Spot on, double OY. So there's a few players I think that we should... So United as a squad, we've struggled at that the last few years. We seem to just bring one player through every single year, one youngster. So last season it was... I guess Greenwood, right, developed more... I'm trying to think of somebody, but, you know, Greenwood, maybe the season before, Brando Williams, Ilanga this season, before that Rashford, right? So we've brought some players through, but that's not very many. It would be nice to bring a few players through. Next season, I'd like to see Mengi given opportunities at centre-back. So, players like Bailly going, Jones going, hopefully Maguire going. Yes, we should sign a top-quality centre-back as well, like a Pau Torres or someone like that, or a Rudiger. But it would be nice to see Mengi given a squad role, a backup role, prospect role. And then also Garner in the midfield, I think, absolutely makes a lot of sense. Diallo should be given opportunities because, well, we bought him for 40 mil and he's 19. Let's play him. Let's give him some games. Let's rotate him. He's a youngster. Let's give him some games. There's a few players we need to bring through. We're having a mare. We're having a mare bringing players through, man. Ilanga needs to be given some serious game time. Fernandez left back, says Sim. You're still waiting for Harry Maguire to develop, says Tabby Guy. That's not going to happen, sir. Yeah, sad Ollie was sacked. We were doing so well for the last 3 years. Shoma forward is shameful, isn't it, in a way? It's a shame, mate. In the end, it is a shame, dude. It wouldn't have been any worse if we just stuck with him this season, in hindsight, either. Like, that's what they should have just done. Given him to the end of the season and then... Look, I know at the time, we're all calling for Ollie to go at the time because it was terrible, that Man City result, that Liverpool result, that Watford result. It was enough. Enough was enough, really. But it's just, in hindsight, well, Rangnick wasn't the answer to improve us. Hey, thank you, Susan Lively Sue. Guys, we're going to have to wrap this video up. I've got to get on FIFA in half hour, so I'm going to leave the preview there. But thank you, everyone, for getting in. Do get your score predictions in. Finally, once again, if you haven't done already, I'm going 2-0 to United, Ronaldo and Bruno. Clean sheet. Yeah, that's right. Bold move considering we got a human breeze block at the back. Yeah, Garnacho's in the squad tomorrow, Sim. Absolutely. Hope to see Mejbri tomorrow, hopefully off the bench. Chris Martin, yes, indeed. Thank you very much. Paul Story says, please support the piggy so on as compared to the rest. Thank you, Paul Story. Yeah, you can support the show by dropping a like, sharing it around, telling your friends about it, hitting that subscribe button, clicking the bell icon to be notified when you post and go live. And when we post and go live. So yeah, please do that. Drop a like, drop a sub, follow us up on social media at Flying Pig United on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and TikTok. The website is unitedflyinghigh.com as well for your latest United news. So please check that out. In fact, I'll grab a link for the website for you. There is a new article on there from our own Mr. Griffo Chaz. By the way, shout out Griffo Chaz. So I'll just put the link to the article in the live chat so you can check this out. Also, you know what I'm going to do tonight, guys? Don't usually do this on the United news videos because I like to keep it separate. But we're going to do just a very quick raid of someone, one of my friends, right? Hang on. Here's the United. So there's the website, guys. Go and check that article out. It's about Matic. It's just from our own Griffo Chaz, so do check it out. And then also, give me 2 secs. Okay, so my friend Ruddy Can't Game is actually growing his channel really, really nicely. He's doing really, really well. And he's actually on, believe it or not, Ruddy is doing bits now. And Ruddy is on. Where's he gone? Ruddy is on 910 subscribers, right? He's so close to getting monetized on YouTube at 1,000. So do us a big favor, everyone. Go over there and show him some love, man. Give him a cheeky little raid and say Flying Pig Raid, and also subscribe to his channel. Even if you're not interested in his content, just help him out, man, because he's so close to getting to 1,000 subscribers, and it's hard out here for a pimp. So there you go, guys. We're going to go raid Ruddy's channel there, road to 1K. I've just put it in the live chat. Go and check out Ruddy Can't Game channel. Give him a subscribe, give him a like, and say Piggy Raid in there. Anyway, I'm going to leave it there, guys. Thank you for tuning in. Come back after this video is finished. Get your thoughts and predictions in the live chat. Come back after this it's ended and put your lineups, your team lineups, your selection, and also your score predictions and goal scorers in the not live comments, and I'll check that out later, and everybody else can too. Nice one. Fire Up says you'll raid him. Twanzabi, I know. Wonder what's going to happen to him. Rushman, he'll probably be sacked off in the summer, I think. Hey, Kate Cadet, how you doing, man? Absolute legend. Yeah, AR Danny is an Arsenal scummer. Forgot to say that. Go give him some Arsenal scummer bants and tell him how they ain't won the champ since fucking ever. And tell them they ain't won the league since 04. Nice one. Anyway, there you go. Guys, thank you for tuning in. Go and raid Ruddy. Go and subscribe to him. Help him out. And I'll catch you in a little bit. That's it from me. Stay classy. I'll be back in half an hour with the FIFA, though. And also tomorrow, watch along, 3 p.m. UK time. But we'll be starting about half an hour before. So make sure you do come and join in. Rushmano, thanks for the updates, you legend. Everyone else, thanks for watching. All the channel members, thanks for supporting the channel. All the moderators, thanks for moderating the chat. And all the viewers and chatters, thanks for chatting and viewing. I'll be back at it tomorrow. And hopefully United will be smashing up these Norwich City fools, mate. The six-finger posse are going down. They're going to have Coleman's mustard up the nose. Catch you in a bit, peeps. See you later. Thanks for watching. And come on, United. Soon.